never expect to be the first one.
Well, it's only
Sorry.
because you keep saying that
Yeah.
she asked your questions first. So this time, you can do the same.
Okay, so Farhan, in my hand, this is the report, the 21-page report of the Independent International Commission of Inquiry on the Occupied Palestinian Territory, including East Jerusalem and Israel. Just want to know, what does the Secretary General have to say on the conclusion in this report? Does the Secretary General support the conclusion? Does he think this conclusion is correct?
Well, certainly, he respects the work being done by the Commission of Inquiry, but this is a report, as you know, that goes to the members of the Human Rights Council, and it's for them to evaluate, and so he will leave it for the Human Rights Council to evaluate the conclusions reached by the Commission of Inquiry.
But this commission is set up to, I quote, investigate all alleged violations of international humanitarian law and abuses of international human rights law leading up and since 13th April 2021. So technically speaking, this is not a rapporteur. This is a UN commission,
Yeah.
right?
It's a Commission of Inquiry which is set up by and reports to the Human Rights Council, and so that is where the reports go. Obviously, they've been doing serious work for some years now, and the Human Rights Council should listen to what they have to say.
So they suggest that both Hamas and Jihad group, as well as Israel, IDF, they both, all of them committed war crimes, and particularly crimes against humanity for the Israel. Does the Secretary General think that is the situation here?
Well, these are things ultimately that are being investigated by different bodies in different ways, as you know.
So this is an investigation, right?
This is one.
This
such,
is the conclusion.
This is one such body. There are other bodies also doing similar work. As you know, these are considerations that have been taken up by the International Criminal Court, by the International Court of Justice. The Office of the High Commissioner for Human Rights has also been looking into reported violations, and so we'll let them go about their extremely serious work while this is ongoing.
And my second question, the IDF just green-lighted a plan to have all-out war against Hezbollah in Lebanon. We know that yesterday you mentioned about the situation near Blue Line. Does the Secretary General have anything to say on the fast-developing, let's say, deteriorating situation in the border area there?
Well, the Secretary General has repeatedly spoken against any escalation of the conflict along the Blue Line. He, as well as Janine Hennis-Pleshert, our special coordinator in Lebanon, General Aroldo Lazaro, the force commander for UNIFIL, have all been warning and trying to work with the parties to make sure that tensions are de-escalated, and we will continue with that work.
I'm just curious, if Israel really started their operation in Lebanon, would that be considered as invasion?
I don't want to speculate on something that hasn't happened yet.
Yeah,
but certainly we have warned that any further tensions in the region, any escalation of tensions in the region would be devastating. And the Secretary General has already warned against what has happened in Gaza, and we cannot afford to have the similar sort of violence happen elsewhere.